Ruth points us forward to the ultimate kinsman redeemer, Jesus, in whom we are all redeemed and receive adoption, security, and belonging into the family of God. Welcome to the Spiritual Formation Podcast at Valley Christian Schools in San Jose, where we are passionate about helping our community grow in our relationship with God. No matter where you are in your spiritual journey, we invite you to journey with us. My name is Christi, and I serve as the Director of Advancement here at Valley Christian Schools. We want to say Merry Christmas, and we want to welcome you as we continue through our series for the Advent season, Redemption Arc, looking at the lineage of Jesus and how God redeems our stories. Today, we are going to be talking about the book of Ruth. We enter the book of Ruth in what appears to be a true tragedy. Naomi, who had already experienced famine, a move to a distant land, and the death of her husband, has now lost her 2 sons. She feels hopeless for her future as she prepares to return to her homeland with nothing but her son's widow, Ruth. These women had lost their husbands, and in that culture, their security and hope. It's no wonder that Naomi told her town to call her Mara, which means the Almighty has dealt bitterly with you. Still, Ruth would not abandon Naomi. I can imagine the grief, fear, and uncertainty she must have had as she buried her husband and left her home in a hopeless situation. Ruth takes Naomi's people and God as her own. Vulnerable, poor, and at risk of assault as an outsider in a foreign land, she diligently moves forward to care for Naomi and herself. With faithfulness and boldness, she finds family, belonging, and security through Boaz, her kinsman redeemer. But Ruth is much more than an example of faithfulness and a story of God's redeeming Ruth and Naomi. It is the story of God working all things for their good and his kingdom. At the end of the book of Judges, we are reminded that God's people are lost without a king. In the book of Ruth, God provides a king for his people through Ruth and Boaz's great-grandson, David, and ultimately the one true king and savior, Jesus. Ruth points us forward to the ultimate kinsman redeemer, Jesus, in whom we are all redeemed and receive adoption, security, and belonging into the family of God. Please pray with me. God, we praise and thank you for using broken and bitter people to bring redemption to our lives through Jesus. When we feel hopeless or fearful in our own challenges, remind us that we can turn towards you in every hard moment. Help us believe that you are with us and will redeem us. We ask you for faith, boldness, and trust to move forward with the hope of your love for us. Help us follow you, know that you are good and in control, and put our hope in your redemption over our circumstances. Thanks for joining us today. We hope it was encouraging, and we hope to see you again tomorrow. Merry Christmas.